So today we are going to be taking uh, a lot of the stuff that I have along this entertainment center, and we're going to be decluttering that. And I want to talk about two things today. One is going to be what to do with all these accessories and things that you need to keep, clutter that no choice but to hold on to it. And also, I want to talk about nostalgia and how that can kind of kill your decluttering process. So, let's go. All right, so we are going to start from one end and work our way to the other end. But let's go ahead. We're going to put 15 minutes on my timer and let's get to it. Okay, so I have my garbage bag here, and what I plan on doing is going through all these movies because I have so many movies. It's not even funny. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to do the movies first, and then we're going to get to the accessories. That way I can kind of know what we have to keep and what we're not. So I do got my Slytherin bow. I'm repping Slytherin today. Decided that was going to be the mood for today. So let's talk first about how nostalgia and memories can kind of halt or slow down your declutter process. So what we're going to be really thinking about here when it comes to movies, and I think this is a really good analogy. So there's things that we hold on to. This is a VHS tape of my high school graduation. And inside, there's even parking directions in here. I don't need to keep this. I am well beyond those years. I don't need to hold on to it. So there's no need. What we do is we take a look at things and movies and things like, let's go with me on this. Now, my daughter, before I go any further, my daughter did ask that I save some. So there are going to be some that I'm going to keep because she's going to then go through them and make sure that she doesn't want to keep them. Superman Returns, don't need it. Young Einstein, don't need it. Fun with Dick and Jane, don't need it. So there's these, this one isn't even unwrapped, The Musketeer. There's movies that you probably have lying around your home as well that they're just not necessary because nowadays you can get a lot of this stuff on streaming services or streaming services, Netflix, Hulu, stuff like that. There's some that you may want to keep because of the fact that they are maybe valuable or possibly valuable. That's fine, but hold on to it until you can find out whether or not it is valuable. I'm having a hard time. So this particular movie, Child of Glass, this is one. It's an amazing movie, but it's a VHS. I am going to hold on to it only because it is one of those really rare. I don't have the pack, like the outside for it, but it is a really rare movie that did play a big thing in my childhood. Like I've seen it, I loved it, so I'm going to hold on to it. But a lot of the stuff we don't necessarily need to hold on to. These are some of the movies my daughter wanted to hold on to. This is just songs. We don't need songs. So when you're looking through even your home movies, which I believe that's what these are, do you need them? Do you need them? The same thing goes for pictures. I am going to hold on to them, but only until I let the girls figure out whether or not they would like to have them. After that, if they say no, then they're going in the garbage because it's not necessary. You do the same things with pictures. Braveheart, A Walk in the Clouds, they recorded it onto a VHS tape. There's no need. First Night. We do the same thing with pictures. My mom has a big brown paper bag full of pictures. At least that was the last thing I saw it in. And I get the nostalgia over it, but now we've come so far in technology that we can always turn them digital and then get rid of the clutter. So that's kind of my thought process with some of this. I'm sorry, I am throwing things around and making things loud. So I'm sorry about that. This goes here. So that's one thing to think about. The memories that are on those tapes or in those pictures, the tape isn't holding the memory there. Think about it that way. The tape is not holding the memory of that person or that time alive. Now, even when it comes to the VHS tapes, you can still get them digital, and that way you can get them off the shelf. Now, what am I planning on putting on the shelf? Look, this isn't even open. This is like one of those that you use to record. It's not even open. That's insane. And if it's blank, my brother-in-law's going to be back in town. We'll go through and see what these are. If you have, and I know that adults watch this, if you have tapes that don't have labels, don't try to go through them with your kids. I don't know what these are. These are from before I came in the picture. That's how old they are. So I don't know what's on them, and I'm a little bit nervous to find out. Some of these, I believe that my husband got from my husband got some from his mom, because I have my brother-in-law's chorus recital. So apparently he was in chorus. So I'm definitely going to let him go through these and see if he wants any. I'm sure he doesn't, because he's kind of like me, where it's like, I don't really need that. Let me see. Yeah. Garfield and Hollywood. Bill Cosby. Things age like fine wine, right? I'm going to hold on to these. One, my daughter wanted me to, but two, because I don't know if they're worth anything. So that's kind of what I feel about nostalgia. I'm call me crazy. Yes, I know I'm crazy. We'll put it here. There we go. But I just don't need these things to help me remember stuff. I mean, well, yes, I do. I have a really bad memory, yes. But at the same time, if the memory was that important to remember, then I would remember it. This looks like these are all things that she wanted to keep. So, all right, Star Wars. She's really into Star Wars. Disney movies of all kinds. And she's going off to college, so she wants to be able to bring some with her. This is my other daughter's favorite movies, Cars. So she might have to go and fight with my youngest for that. Okay, I'm going to skip these. Let's move on to this side. I'm going to go really quickly because over here isn't necessarily stuff that my daughter really wants. So this should go really fast. All right. That might take a little bit longer than 15 minutes today, because unfortunately when you're going through and trying to figure out if there's something you actually want to keep, sometimes it does take a little bit longer. All right, so, oh, that's a video game. Got to keep that. So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of my thought on a lot of this stuff. Pitch Perfect, I like Pitch Perfect. Can I find that on a streaming service? Yes, yes I can. So I may not end up keeping it after all. But I don't know. A lot of this stuff you can find on streaming services, so I don't need to necessarily hold on to it. I really don't. So you know what? I'm going quick. I don't need to keep it, and the one that I said I was going to keep, I did not. Nope, Pitch Perfect I am not keeping. So I don't know. I don't know. I know probably a lot of the stuff that I'm saying may not resonate with you, and it may not be something that you agree with. And that's perfectly fine. You don't need to take everything I say as gold. Just decide for yourself what you are okay with getting rid of. For me, I don't need any of these. Some I may hold on to, like the Family Guy trilogy. I want to go and see if they have that. This apparently is Ryan Reynolds' worst movie, so part of me kind of wants to hold on to it, but I won't. But I really kind of want to. Who's that, Henry Cavill? Ooh, that man. That man. Nope, we're throwing that man away. Sorry, don't need him. Percy Jackson, don't need it. Quickly scan, nothing. A lot of Transformers and House on Haunted Hill. No, this, you know what? Yes, and I'm going to keep that because I'm giving that to someone and I'm actually going to throw it at them because I'm traumatized because of them. I don't like scary movies. Well, okay, so I'm okay with scary movies, I guess, but um, I don't like to. I really would prefer not to watch them, if that helps. I have a very active imagination, and so I have a tendency to get nightmares. I've learned how to kind of deal with some of that, the nightmares, but I still get them. And so, if given the choice, I would prefer not to watch it. All right. You know, I didn't think I was going to be filling up a bag, but we are. All right. I'm just moving stuff over that I know that my daughter would want. So apparently I'm going to have to come back up here and get another bag because I've run out of room. So yeah, what do I plan on doing with these once I'm done? Like these entertainment pieces? Probably nothing until I move, and then I'm not sure. Like I may not do anything with them. I may keep them. I'm not sure, but I will figure it out for sure. We are actually going really quick. Some of these aren't even open. They're not open. The Never-Ending Story, great movie. And you know what? I am going to hold on to this because I am going to accidentally leave it over at my neighbor's house, who I think that she's afraid of the movie. So I'm just going to accidentally leave it just because, I don't know, it'd be kind of funny. Sue me, I find things like that funny. Is she going to be okay? She'll be just fine, I promise. Okay. That's it. Made it through all the movies. It looks like I mean, in my opinion, it looks like I kept a lot because I planned on actually tossing all of it. But yeah, surprised. So over here I have some card games. This is our 15 minutes that are up, but I am going to keep going. These are some card games that we're going to hold on to because they're good for get-togethers, and I do get together with my neighbor. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's talk about the inside. Let's talk about some game accessory stuff and what to do with clutter that you need to hold on to. Okay, let's do it. What do we do with clutter that we have to hold on to? Board games. You probably saw where I like having a cube system and then getting fun decorative cubes. Something that you could easily just put stuff into. Like I have an Apple TV box that it came in, just in case you ever want to pack it up. So in most cases, I'll go and I'll hold on to stuff that I need to keep like that and just put them inside of a, a little tote bin like this. In fact, this one in particular has cords. So we have HDMI cords, we have power strips, we have all kinds of stuff in here. And it's really just kind of like a catch-all, but that way you can't really see what's in here. Out of sight, out of mind, but it's one of those things where you need to hold on to it, you need to keep it. If you have a cube system like this, or if you have shelves, you can always the same kind of accessories together, all in the same place, in the same cube or on the same shelf. That's another way of doing it. But my preferred method is definitely to put it in a cube. Another idea that I have, if you must keep something out where people can see it, then another great way of making something look a little bit more cohesive and like it's meant to be there would be to put it into a basket. Uh, these are these are like the baskets that you can have inside of a desk or inside of like a filing cabinet. So nothing fancy, but you can just easily go and put, right now I'm just putting some stuff in there. So I'm just going to go and put some accessories inside of the basket, just like this, right? And then put it inside of a cube. I could also put it on a shelf and at least it's all contained. So it looks like I had some forethought in doing that. But did I? No, I didn't. But it looks like I did. So that's another idea if you're trying to go and keep if you need to go and keep stuff together, but trying to make it look as cohesive as possible, like you meant to do it. And that's how you can kind of hide stuff or make it look like it's supposed to be there. So that's all I have for today. We did go over our time, but it's because I really wanted to make sure that I went over with you how to kind of hide the clutter that you needed to hold on to. We also went through all the movies that I have, and we talked about how those memories and those items that are attached to memories, how just holding on to them actually is a detriment to the decluttering process. And you're going to find as we move through decluttering more and more of your house, the lighter that you're going to feel because what your outside looks like will actually help clear up your mind. What is without is also within. So it'll make more sense as we go, and I'll even mention it then as well. So what I will do off camera is I will be taking the bag of movies, putting those into another bag, and bringing those downstairs and out of the way. And we are going to continue in this room, but I think I all I really have left in this room is that closet that's over there. I have some area over here and an area over there. So I might get to those two areas over there. I'm probably going to save that closet for another month. And I don't know, we'll just find out what happens tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.